There are so many different ideas and mechanical thoughts about the windmill motion. In my 28 years of teaching, I try really hard to make our mechanics and our teaching philosophy simple. We like to utilize a progressive teaching system, using good biomechanics, and using some common sense. So one of my favorite analogies to use is to show the comparison between underhand and overhand throwing. So I want to take you through the breakdown, the comparison of overhand and underhand motion and some of the similarities. So when I first talk about overhand throwing, all right, we start and we teach, we receive a ball, I would be squared up. Now, when we go to open up, we're going to step, and we call it thumbs down, break to L. We're going to get our open position. Well, underhand. Obviously, we start square to the catcher. Same concept. We're going to end up what we call push pivot to our open W power phase position. When we're talking about the glove side, how many of you first started learning as little kids? Coach says either point your glove or your elbow to the target. Well, underhand is no different. All right, we get into our open position. We want to use that glove side like a directional to help pull in our body in the pitching motion. But you'll be amazed over years what different styles and interesting forms of glove side I've seen. And that really tends to throw a pitcher off. Because think about it, if I was throwing overhand, and I'm out there throwing, and you see a young player take their glove side, fly it out here, what would happen to their shoulder? You're going to strain their shoulder. You're going to damage it. Well, no different underhand. That's why I'm still amazed after all these years how many players I see out there with their glove side being taught over here. And then they wonder why pitchers are getting injured. A little bit of common sense. The other areas, the mechanics that are very similar in overhand and underhand is the arm slot. When I talk about overhand, all right, we talk about that thumbs down, break to L. Right here, my arm slot, we come on top of the ball, wrists behind. We use each equal coming on top through the ball. Underhand, same concept, just different arm slot. I get in my W position. If you watch this back arm comes down, it comes down in a W position. I call it almost like a karate chop. Not a T-Rex. That would lock and hurt my arm. In addition, we want to go equal, pulling together. No different than overhand. Think about it. Thumbs down, break to L in here. We're going to use our glove side to help pull through in my overhand. And would we lock out overhand? No, that would just be ridiculous. Look at the lock. Once again, I'd hurt my arm. And it's really important also with the backside. I talk about getting in the open position and overhand. Well, we want to get in that open position underhand as well, and we want to use our hips and our legs, especially female pitchers. All right, our strongest part of our body is our lower half, not our upper half. Right, so when I'm in overhand, right, you're taught as a young kid, right, open your hips, right, point, throw, drive the back hip through. Well, it's going to be no different in underhand. We want to get into our open position, and we want to make sure that we're driving through, pulling our elbows in equal, pinching that back hip, coming through with a nice loose follow through. But we've got to use our legs. We've got to use our entire body. I can't emphasize enough when talking about the overhand and underhand mechanics that it's so important that we use our entire body when working with a pitcher in the windmill motion.
For more videos, visit our YouTube channel, USA Elite Training, or go to our website.